Tens of thousands of people are all over downtown Austin for South by Southwest, just milling around. Education, music, interactive film, of course. The world famous festival runs through Sunday. So today we have our attention on a new film out there being screened at South by called Our Nixon. Director and producer Penny Lane, what a great name, huh? Is here to join us for a little bit about this. Penny, tell us a little bit about this.
Sure, yeah. So the film is made up of a bunch of Super 8 home movies, amateur films, that were made by Nixon's chief of staff, his domestic affairs advisor, and his appointments secretary when they worked for him in the White House. So while they were at work, they were crazy amateur home movie buffs.
Yeah.
They filmed a lot. They filmed about 36 hours. And that material was confiscated during the Watergate investigation and was made property of the United States government. So belongs to all of us. It's public domain. And so that's how these personal, kind of almost diary-like movies became in my hands, because I just went to the National Archives and asked for them.
And when you went there and you said, hey, let me see these videos.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Well, we didn't know what we were going to see,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so we had to actually pay to have the transfers made before we ever saw a single frame of film, which was, you know, a little frightening, but we had an idea that something interesting would be in there.
Of course.
Yeah. So we knew something would be there. We didn't know what. And once we saw the footage, I mean, you could sort of see it in these clips. It's very warm, you know, it's Kodachrome, it's nostalgic, and everyone's smiling at the camera. And it's sort of like not what you think about when you think about the Nixon presidency.
Or even when you hear this song that's playing in the background. Tell me about how that came into play.
Well, that's actually Nixon's campaign song from his 1969 run. Or no, 72 campaign. That was the campaign song.
Yeah.
Which we found also in the presidential library collection.
And so when you saw the videos and you thought, you know what? More people need to see this.
Yeah. And so we made this film, and you know, the film ended up being really about these home movies. Everything in the film is something that we found in the historical record. So we didn't shoot anything. So you'll see, you know, vintage news clips. You'll see interviews with, you know, our main characters throughout the years, and we didn't add anything to it. We wanted it to be about primary sources. You know, like what can you learn from history by looking at history as it's being lived in the present. Right, like as it's breaking, in a sense.
Right.
You know? So that's what we ended up doing.
And so you're here at South by Southwest, and this is a way to get people to get out and to see it. Tell us about the screenings.
Yeah. So we have two more. We had 2 screenings so far, and they went really well. They sold out. So hopefully we'll sell out the next 2.
What kind of reaction are you getting?
Amazing reaction. I mean, you know, people who were around during that time, you know, kind of feel like the film is offering a different perspective, like something surprising and fresh.
Yeah.
And younger people say things like, "Oh, it's much better than I thought it was going to be." You know, like,
because they thought, we know it all.
Right. We all think we know it all, and we also think that historical documentaries have to be boring. And you know, and this is a very fun film. It's a lot of laughs. It's funny. It's full of irony. It's a bit strange. So yeah, the next 2 screenings are Wednesday night and Thursday night.
Okay, Penny Lane, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay.